Good morning, you guys. I've been very productive this morning, and yeah, so I've been thinking about things that I want to talk about, and this has been a trending topic for at least like the past couple of days, I would say, if not like the last week. So I want to talk about it because obviously, I talk about my natural hair on YouTube. I wear my natural hair. This might be kind of long-winded. Hopefully, I can do my hair in about 30 minutes. I want to put a couple of cornrows in it. I'm almost done taking my hair down. I have about uh, 22 of these little twist locks that that I have to take down. But other than that, my hair is completely loose. This is water mixed with leave-in conditioner. It smells so good. Okay. So, yeah. Let's get into Glorilla's identity crisis. So, I've said good things about Glorilla in the past. I don't really have a problem with Glorilla. I've liked her music in the past. I've said good things about her. I understand everybody isn't as interested in having a relationship with their natural hair and their natural features. They just want to pretty much assimilate into the dominant society as easy and as best as they can. And I don't have any problem with that. I understand it. There definitely are benefits to assimilating into the dominant society. And by the dominant society, that's mostly, European features, a thin nose and less type 4 hair, especially like 4C. Like 4C hair, I guess, is supposed to be the most undesirable hair. And Glorilla, she definitely, she has some understanding of that. And I don't have any problem with people not wanting to wear their natural hair, or people, wanting to get plastic surgery to, craft features that are more similar to, European features, because that's really what it is. But that, to me, I think if it helps you love yourself, yes, but I don't know if I'm extremely sold on the fact that changing all those things about you is going to make you love yourself, because I see plenty of people with all those things, and they still seem to be having some self-love issues. And I definitely don't want to make this natural versus unnatural, natural versus unnatural debate, because it's a lot of people also that wear their natural hair, that don't have surgery, that think they can sit up on a pedestal and judge other people because they natural, when in reality, if a lot of people had the money that Glorilla has, they'd probably be doing some of the things that she's doing too. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, they'd probably be doing some of the things that she has to. Yeah. And most importantly, I feel like, when dealing with yourself, you should have a higher opinion of yourself than what other people have of you. And another thing I really do want to touch on, like something I really want to touch on, you know, what the fuck was that? I always hear people tell me, oh, you know, like for a long time, people tell women this all the time, not just me. You know, people, when people want to give a woman a compliment, they say, oh, you should be a model, you should be a model. So of course I've had people tell me that before, like, oh, I should be a model, I should be a model. And I did used to try to get into the modeling world. I've done some entertainment work, you know, like some modeling, some background acting and stuff like that. But one thing I wish I would have done when I was getting into the modeling industry is I wish I would have embraced just everything natural about me. Like my natural hair, my natural body, my natural body size. Good morning. My natural body size. But I guess since for the sake of this video, specifically my natural hair. Because as a Black woman with, you know, type 4 hair, especially 4C hair, it can feel like, you know, you can't compete with the real thing. I will say that. Modeling to me is kind of supposed to be about natural beauty. And you know, when it comes to natural beauty, everybody's different. Everybody has their different types of beauty. But as a Black woman with Black features and 4C hair, I look kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I would look kind of ridiculous, and not just look, I would feel kind of ridiculous, you know, going to casting calls with straight hair. I'm gonna put straight hair and curly, but not kinky, but curly hair in a different category. So I feel like it feels kind of ridiculous to be trying to, you know, navigate the world in a way that is not natural to me. No, I'm not in SoCal in a way that is not natural to me. I feel like if I would have started out just, you know, saying this is me, take it or leave it, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. I feel like that's how you build confidence. That's why a lot of women of other communities, they have a lot of confidence because, you know, they are kind of like their appearance is like socially accepted. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one because I still need to take some of this down. Oh, not so hard. But yeah, their appearance, like their hair texture, even if they're biracial, is more socially accepted. But you know, the older I get, the more I kind of feel like people accept you as long as you accept yourself. Like, people don't like insecurity. I'm kind of growing to learn that insecurity is a very unattractive trait in any setting, you know, like relationship, work wise, in any setting. Being insecure is something that people see as a weakness. It doesn't have to be a weakness. It could be like a strength if you learn from it. But, and then also, you know, I definitely believe if you don't like something about yourself, change it. But it depends on what I'm changing, you know, and it depends on how far I'm willing to go to change something and why I'm changing it. Like, I see a lot of people say they get nose jobs and it was the best decision of their lives and things like that. And I'm not denying that they really feel that way. I do believe that they really feel that way. They got the nose job and they love the nose job, and maybe they feel like it helps them in their career in some way. That there's some truth there's definitely some truth to that, but I feel like there's no feeling like, I kind of like that. I feel like there's no feeling like just waking up in the morning and having the privilege of just loving yourself. You know, I guess it is like a privilege in society, like to be able to love yourself and accept yourself. But then again, I really don't know. I don't know if it's a privilege. I feel like is privilege the right word? Privilege. You know what? What comes to mind is that quote by Audre Lorde when she says self-love is like an act of, what did she say? Self-love. Let me look it up. She said self-love is like an act of war or something like that. Let me look up the freaking quote so I can tell y'all exactly what she said. But I do feel like, you know, self-love is like an act of war, because every day no matter who you are, really, I mean, there is a hierarchy to like the way that people want women in general to assimilate. But Black women, we definitely have an uphill battle trying to assimilate to, you know, to what other people tell us is beautiful. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. She said, caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare. And I totally agree, because I don't care what people say about, you know, oh, Khadija, I love your natural hair. I know when people see me wearing my natural hair, the main reason a lot of people give me compliments on my natural hair is because they know the massive, you know, societal pressure that is on me to cover my hair up and not love my natural hair. They know. People are aware of that, you know, especially as a woman. So yeah, especially as a woman. Like, I definitely feel like the gaslighting be real sometimes. Like, I appreciate the compliments, but I feel like I would rather have a more in-depth conversation, a more well thought out conversation with people if they're gonna bring up my natural hair, because I'm not 5 years old. I appreciate the compliments. Like, I really genuinely do appreciate the compliments, but I feel like the compliments can be like a mask, you know, of sorts. Oh my gosh, I still have these twists in my head, so I'm kind of navigating, you know, what I want to do with my hair today anyway. But when I get home, I'm gonna finish taking my hair down. And oh my god, y'all, I have been taking my hair down for months, you know. I mean, as you can see, I still wash it and stuff like that, but I've been taking it down for months. And woo child, it has been a task, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like I would rather have a more, dare I say, intellectual conversation with people, besides like the trivial nature of a compliment. You know, I appreciate it, but it can come off as very trivial and sometimes passive aggressive, sometimes manipulative, you know, that people think that, oh, this poor Black girl, Oh, oh, let me compliment her on her natural hair. She needs a compliment, you know. Like, I mean, like I said, I definitely appreciate the compliments. I guess for me, like, I can tell when somebody is like genuinely giving me a compliment and when somebody is like, um, using the compliment as a precursor to something else, you know, like to an ulterior motive, like, you know, which is annoying as fuck. I know a lot of women go through that, but I feel like me as a black woman who confidently wears my 4C hair, I wear my hair all day, every day, everywhere I go. And, you know, I feel like I can just tell, you know. And also, when it comes to compliments, I feel like compliments, people give compliments too easy these days. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like, you know, you don't have to compliment somebody on their looks all the time. Like, oh my God, like, yeah, we get it. Did anyone try taking advantage of you in the Yes, I mean, the modeling industry is rife with manipulative people. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, it, you know, if you don't have a strong support system around you when you're trying to get into the entertainment industry, if you're just a regular old girl trying to do it by yourself, which is like what I was trying to do, yeah, you're definitely gonna come across people who you know, they want to take advantage of you. I'm trying to read these comments by Allegory. Oh my God, Allegory, I just got your name. That is so cool. That reminds me of that book, The Allegory of the Cave. I love that book. But yeah, like people are definitely gonna try to take it. I feel like people didn't try to take advantage of me in the way that, you know, in the way that, you know, say like Cassie or somebody was taken advantage of. But definitely I could tell because I once I saw what the modeling industry was about on the level that I was starting at. Like I wasn't starting at like no, you know, high fashion level. I was like just like everybody else trying to start from the bottom, you know, just doing what I could, like do fashion shows here, do photo shoots there. And I could tell that if you weren't willing to kind of like cozy up to them in a way, you know, like really open yourself, make yourself vulnerable to these people, you know, you was gonna have a hard time because that's kind of really what the industry be about sometimes. Like, what will you do? You know, like I worked with a lot of girls who were in music videos and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that they slept their way to the top or anything like that. Like, I'm definitely not saying that. I don't know what they were doing. Just being completely honest, I don't know what they were doing. But I do know like it's a lot of ways you can get into the modeling industry if you don't like have a family member that's like high level. It's a lot of different ways. Like you could be a bartender, you could be like a bottle girl, you could be a waitress, you could be a those are some common ways. Like I was a waitress. I wasn't like a bottle girl or anything like that, but I was a waitress, and I think that kind of, I'm not gonna say kind of really, maybe. I think I was, but I was doing it before I was a waitress. But me being a waitress really exposed me to a lot of other girls that were you know, that were trying to get into the entertainment industry and stuff like that. You know, like one time at the restaurant I worked at, R. Kelly came, and this was way before the trial and all that stuff. hello, this was way before the trial and all that stuff. And I honestly, I didn't have any interest in like seeing R. Kelly. And whenever celebrities would come to the restaurant that I worked at, you know, a lot of girls would be like feeling honored to serve these guys. They would feel honored to serve these guys, but I never really wanted to like kiss nobody's ass because I already knew what that was about. Like, I already knew that these guys wanted something, you know? I knew they wanted something. I knew it wasn't just like, oh yeah, you're just gonna give me a favor because I'm a nice waitress. Like, no, that's not how it works when you're not connected like by family or anything like that. No, I have not undergone any plastic surgery. I'm not against plastic surgery though. Like I was saying, when it comes to Glorilla and her nose job, I understand why Glorilla got her nose job because, let me see. I'm trying to abstractly do my hair because I am still detangling my hair in a way. So I'm trying to abstractly do it. No, yeah, and that's the thing too, which is crazy to me. A lot of women have plastic surgery to get features that other women have. Like my lips, I don't have any plastic surgery. I don't have money for plastic surgery. So a lot of women, you know, they might like my lips and they might go to the doctor and, you know, want lips like mine. And, you know, like some ethnic women, they go to the doctor and they want a nose like, you know, a woman from a different ethnicity. But yeah, I can't really, when it comes to white women, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind them looking natural, but I see why they sometimes want a little bit of lip enhancement, because sometimes they lips do be like, you know, real thin. Like, I think her name is Caitlyn that be on MSNBC, the lady with the brown hair. I absolutely love her. She's a wonderful journalist. But that girl, she got some thin lips. But she be making them look good, you know? Her thin lips, they work for her. They look good. If she likes thin lips, what the hell? If she likes thin lips, then, you know, more power to her. They're her natural lips. Ava Adams. No, I don't know Ava Adams. Never heard of her before. Lord, I think I might leave my hair like this all weekend because I have something to do this weekend. Do I? I think I do. I think I do. I mean, I can definitely understand why people change things about themselves. Let me see what my notes say, child. The thing about being on live is you have to be like, go, go, go. Yes, but this carpet hair comment, I never heard, that's a new one. I don't know who started saying carpet hair. I heard people from other countries would say that about, you know, black women, specifically, I guess, black American women. I heard people would say that in other countries, but yeah, that's a new one. I think I heard Sexy Red say that first, and I was like, why would anybody say something like that? But you know what though? What I had to come to the realization of is we have free speech. We have free speech, you know, in this country. And people can say whatever they want to say. And a lot of times people say stuff to trigger black women because I guess that has become oh my God, is that a adult entertainer, Ava Adams? People can say whatever they want to say. We have free speech in this country. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people, they say things because they know the position that Black women are in, you know, in society, like how we have been treated in society. And I think a lot of people, if they can't feel better than anybody, they will try to feel better than a Black woman. Like a Black woman, I think, is the default for people to go to when they want to feel good about themselves. They say, "Ooh, shit! At least I'm not Black. At least I'm not a Black girl." I feel like that's how a lot of people are. So, and they know they can get attention for doing it too, which is why I think a lot of Black women like should just kind of, I don't mind, like, obviously I'm talking about it, but I'm like, don't get emotionally invested in what people have to say about you, because a lot of the times these people know what they're saying could potentially be very triggering to Black women, and that's why they say it. They want attention. These are lonely. Some of these people are lonely. They don't really have any human interaction in their lives. And for some people, like, any attention is good attention, especially this attention that makes them feel like they're superior to somebody just based on, you know, looks. Like, looks don't really make you special, to be honest. Like, they don't make you special. Pretty people get dogged out every day, okay? You have to be smart to go along with those looks. White or Black, this is how we humans see God. If we do discrimination, yeah, I mean, you know what? Racism and discrimination is, you know, I can't believe how interesting of a topic it still is to me, you know, because they will try to gaslight you and make you think like, oh, racism doesn't exist, but racism does exist. And it's so freaking interesting to me when I see how people try to categorize people based on race. Hey, Bianca, when I see people try to categorize people based on race, to make themselves feel a certain way, you know? Like, white people feel like Latinos aren't white, even though me as a Black person, I may look at a Latino person and I'm like, well, that looks like a white person to me. You know, even like some Arabic people, like I look at some Arabic people and I'm like, you look pretty close to like a white person in my opinion. But, you know, to maybe like another type of European or another type of person, an Arabic person is like something way, way different, you know, which is, it's so interesting to me because I'm like, it's interesting, but it's not. It's interesting, but it's not interesting. I guess the scam of it all is what's so interesting to me. The scam of it, the fact that people like go along with it, and you know, and the fact that like a lot of atrocities are socially accepted because of it. Look at my little braids, y'all. Look at my little braids. Oh my gosh. It's nothing like having your hair done. Whew, this feels so good. I love having my hair done. Okay. I have a lot to do to my hair. I was just gonna cut my hair off, but then I was like, you have face racism. Yeah, I mean, racism definitely exists. It definitely exists. I think racism, though, it's just a tool that people use who want power. Like, it really doesn't benefit, I'm gonna do that. It really doesn't benefit a lot of people. I mean, they may get some kind of social benefits, like, you know, they might be able to walk outside with their head held high because they're a certain race and that makes them feel good, but you know, oh my God. Why did I throw away my edge control brush? My edge control toothbrush. Why did I throw it away? You propose to 5 or 7 women. You're a human. Well, you know, you definitely have to. I want to use this toothbrush, but somebody came to my house and used this toothbrush, and I don't know if they're going to come back and use it again. So I don't want to do my edges with it, but I don't think they'll mind, to be honest. But I don't want to use a new toothbrush. Why did I throw my edge control toothbrush away, y'all? I must have been feeling myself that day. I must have thought I had some extras. Because I surely do not. I mean, I hate to say it to you like this, Raju, but just because you want a girlfriend doesn't make you entitled to a girlfriend. It doesn't make you entitled to a girlfriend. And that's kind of what I feel like a lot of men think. I think a lot of men think that just because they're lonely that they're entitled to a girlfriend. And that is very kind of weird and creepy behavior, and it doesn't really do you any favors. It kind of makes women scared of you, you know? It kind of like turn women off of you. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks okay. Yeah. I think what you can do, Raju, is continue to live your life and be your authentic self and have genuine conversations with people and don't have any expectations of them, because a lot of people are going to reject you, and it just is what it is. You're going to continue to get rejected. You know, the more expectations you have of people, I think the more you're going to get rejected, because people are going to feel like you're trying to control them. And, you know, nobody wants to be controlled, you know. That's not something women desire. And I think a lot of men, like, y'all have been told y'all whole lives that when you reach a certain age that you're gonna, you know, you should have a wife or a girlfriend. And it's like, no, you don't. You're not entitled to a girlfriend or a wife, you know. If you're a good person and you respect yourself and you work hard on yourself and you're interesting and, you know, you love yourself and you don't rely on a woman, you're not relying on a woman to make you happy, then, you know, maybe a woman might come along and say, hey, this guy isn't a creep. I want to get to know him. But if you meet a woman and the first thing you thinking is how you could lock her down and make her your girlfriend, she's probably going to be creeped out and grossed out by you. Just being honest, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of guys don't understand that these days. Like, just because you a certain age don't mean you are entitled to a girlfriend. I think that's what a lot of guys think these days. And it's really not about the age, because a lot of guys have been made to be emotionally immature, because, you know, a lot of guys thought that they would get to a certain age and a woman would solve all their problems. Like, oh, a woman's gonna come into my life and make me happy. We're gonna have a family. But not once did that man think about how, you know, he was gonna make himself happy. Or what if you know, what if it was hard for him to meet a woman, you know? What if it just wasn't happening? And you got to think about why it's not happening. I think a lot of men are not honest with themselves. A lot of men have been told that they should get this. And, you know, it's a lot of lonely women out here too. It's men think they the only ones that get lonely. It's a lot of lonely women out here too, but I don't see a lot of men trying to date these lonely women or get to know her or empathize or sympathize with lonely women. A lot, like, when women aren't attractive to men, you know, they don't care about those women. Men only care about women that they're attracted to. You aren't good, but the thing is you don't want to be alone. Well, that's another thing. Men think because they have money and they can afford things that where's my makeup? That they could probably like buy a woman. And it's like, no, the reason a lot of men make money is because that's how patriarchy was set up, for men to make a lot of money. And like, women don't want to be controlled with money. Now, I don't think you should be dating if you don't got your stuff together, but you said you do got your money together. So that's a good thing that you got your money together, because that's kind of like the bare minimum. Like, some guys think that that's like the only qualification that they need to have, when that's kind of the bare minimum, you know? Like, because you know what? A lot of people act like, you said life is unfair for men. Are you kidding me? Life is unfair for men. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's when men say something, wow. Life is unfair for men. Wow. And you know what? It's that kind of like mentality. Think about it. What woman would want to be with a man who is acting like life is specifically unfair for men? Like, no. I think a lot of men feel like they should live like a billionaire. And I think that's the lie that patriarchy has sold men. That, you know, if you can't exploit a woman in some kind of way, then life is unfair. You know? I think that's the lie that, you know, patriarchy has told a lot of men. Like, oh, I can't get a woman. Life is unfair. But you just said you earn good. So you earn a good amount of money, but you think life is unfair for you. You know what I think? I think women, especially like black women like myself with carpet hair and a bell pepper nose, I think we make life or struggle look so good that somehow men think that we got it all. I think we have made overcoming adversity, which overcoming adversity does build character and strength. But I think we make it look so good that men think, oh, life is not fair. Oh, life is not fair. When it's like, do you really think everybody, like, seriously, do you think life is fair, like, for all women? Like, that's so crazy to me. That's so crazy. I think we done made overcoming adversity. I think we done made it look too damn good. Like, you know. Because for a long time, women, we just had to shut up. We had to be quiet, shut up, put a smile on our fucking faces and make life look good. You know, like I was at the Dollar Tree a couple of weeks ago and I was just leaving the Dollar Tree, minding my business. And here go this fucking old man sitting on the side of the Dollar Tree talking about some, you pretty, but you need to smile. Who the fuck is he talking to? I don't fucking know you. I don't owe you joy. Men think women owe them fucking joy. I'm a stranger. I don't fucking know you, you know? To the man at the Dollar Tree. I don't fucking know you. I don't owe you any access to me. That's crazy, you know? And these are, and me, I find joy in my own way. If I want to listen to a song that's gonna make me feel good, I will listen to that song. If I want to do my hair, I'll do my hair, even though people say it's carpet hair and it's bad hair, you know. Like, we have to overcome all these things and make them look so, you know, attractive to the point that people don't even fucking empathize with our struggle. You know, like, it's a lot of people that might see the thumbnail of this video and they will laugh. They will agree with it. They will be happy that it's not them, you know. And then all at the same time, they want to extract some strength from my strength, from the work that I did to, show up in the world in the way that I show up. They want to extract all the work I did, you know, and attribute it to themselves. Like, people do that all the time with Black women. They will see us overcome adversities and they won't give us credit for the way that we did it. They'll just take it and run with it and act like they're the ones that discovered whatever, you know. And for men to be talking about life is unfair. Life is unfair. I think it's just us women. We don't get to complain. We don't get to complain, you know. And another thing I've heard men say in the past is if they were a woman, they would just use their bodies to get what they want, as if that's like that's like an enjoyable way to live, you know, letting people take advantage of you, as if that's enjoyable, you know. So I think men, you know, one thing I think that would be beneficial for men is to try to look at life from somebody else's perspective. You know, like me, I love animals. I look at life from an animal's perspective sometimes, you know, even though I'm a Black woman and I go through a lot of probably racism, I don't know, because nobody's gonna walk up to your face and say, hello, I'm a racist, I'm discriminating against you. Nobody's gonna do that. So I have to go through the fucking trauma of figuring out, why is this person treating me this way? I just saw them treat somebody else a little bit differently, you know? So that's something that me as a woman and a Black woman, I have to navigate and figure out in my head, you know. Sometimes I have to gaslight myself, you know, just so I won't blow up at everybody who treated me a certain way. Like, that's another experience of being a woman and a Black woman. Like, in order to survive, sometimes you have to freaking gaslight yourself and tell yourself that what you're experiencing, nah, it's not true. You know, they they just, you know, something. And even sometimes if I know somebody's being racist, I don't give a fuck because I know that those people are fucking losers. Number one, a lot of racists are losers. I watched a video about a neo-Nazi, and he was like, a lot of those guys don't be having girlfriends, and girls not really attracted to that crazy shit. And the type of girls who are attracted to that stuff is like, they're weird, they're strange as well. Anyway, let me show y'all my dress. I think I got this from H&M. It was on sale. It's a cotton dress. Like, cute, right? It's cute, a little cute orange dress. And I'm gonna wear my UGG sandals with it. Oh my God, y'all. UGG make the most comfortable sandals, okay? Those sandals are super comfortable. I was gonna get some Crocs, but then I was like, the Crocs didn't look good on my feet because I have really narrow feet. My feet are really small, so the Crocs didn't look good on my feet. And I got the Uggs instead because they look really good on my feet. I appreciate it, Raju. But yeah, even like to being attractive, I learned over time, like I'm not gonna deny that maybe I'm naturally pretty, but even being attractive, it's a lot more to your looks than being attractive. And I know a lot of people who feel ugly, like they don't feel that way, but I think that's true. Like, you have to take care of yourself. You have to, you know, put some effort into your looks. Like, I could walk out the house with my hair all over my head and an unmoisturized face and all that, and big baggy clothes, you know, and I would look totally different, you know. But I like to groom myself. I like to take good care of my hair. I like to take good care of my skin as much as I can. I don't do a great job all the time, but I like to try. You know, I like to have good hygiene. I like to put on clothes that make me feel good about myself. Name of top, there isn't a name. It's just a dress. It's no name. But yeah, I like to take good care of myself. And you know, I had to learn that, you know, taking care of myself, yes, I appreciate the compliments. I think the compliments are great, but it's more for me to feel good about myself, because otherwise, like, you know, like going out into the world, it's not really that important to me. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't mind getting compliments, but I have to feel good about myself, you know. And I think that's what a lot of guys don't understand. Y'all don't feel good about yourselves. Y'all want to use money and, I don't know, power to try to like make women think that you're like this amazing guy, but really, like, really deep down inside, y'all really don't really feel good about yourselves. And that's draining, to expect somebody to, you know, make you feel good about yourself when you don't even believe it. You don't feel good about yourself. You know, God bless the people who do want to take on that burden to help you, but it's not nobody's obligation to take on that burden to make you feel good about yourself. You know, use some of that money. You said you a high earner, or you earn a good amount of money. Use some of that money to take care of yourself. And it doesn't cost a lot of money to take care of yourself. Like, I don't know, y'all don't have to get thousands of dollars worth of plastic surgery and stuff like that, you know. I kind of want to put on some makeup today, but I kind of don't, because I do like the way my skin looks. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on some I think I'm just gonna put some mascara on and call it a day. I'm just gonna put on some mascara. Because I don't know if it's gonna be like hot, hot, hot outside. And if it's gonna be hot, 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 I don't want no makeup melting off my face. So yeah. Like, I think a lot of guys gotta learn, you know, because the male loneliness epidemic, I'm so fucking tired of hearing about the male fucking loneliness. I am so sick of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about lonely men. I'm so fucking sick of hearing about lonely men. Because you know what? A lot of y'all men, y'all blame women for the reason you're lonely, but a lot of the reasons that you lonely got to do with other men. Men in power, okay? That's the reason you're lonely. They have designed it this way, okay? But y'all want to blame women. And we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? You expect us to be self-sacrificing because these men in power, you know, got their foot on your neck? Make them take their foot off your neck. Nobody has to sacrifice themselves because you are letting them treat you a certain way. It's a lot of y'all men who can get together and say, you know what? No, we're not going to go along with this misogynist way of life, you know, that is not benefiting us, because it's not benefiting y'all. Men who participate in misogyny, how is that going for you? Okay? How's it going for you? I don't think it's going well. Because a lot of y'all can't attract the women that you want because you're a fucking misogynist. Okay? Stop being a misogynist. Even if you don't act like a misogynist out loud, when you have misogynist thoughts, we can tell. I can tell when a man is thinking like a misogynist. Raju, I don't even know you. You chose to come watch my YouTube videos. I'm not abusing you. If you don't like the way I'm talking, you can, you know, you don't have to watch my YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos because I like to make them and they're fun for me. And I like getting my thoughts off of my head. I don't even know you. I have no fucking clue who you are. And if I do know you, please tell me how. Who are you? Because you said you were a man and you were 25 years old and you couldn't get a girlfriend. And I don't know any 25-year-old men, okay? I have no clue who you are. A lot of the men that I know have girlfriends, okay? Or they aren't 25. This is karma for you. For who? Karma for who? For you? Because I don't know you. I don't know any 25-year-old man. See, Raju? You're acting weird. And that weird behavior, women don't like that. the way you think you can, I don't know, do whatever it is you think you can do to women. Women don't like it. But anyway, back to Glorilla. Let me see what else I have in my notes about Glorilla. I think I have covered everything. Goodbye. Yeah. I covered everything mostly. See how that guy came in here trying to act like I owe him something? Like, that's strange. I want to have my eyebrows groomed in a way where they're kind of thin. Because you see this little hair I have in this little area? Like, it is like the shape of my eyebrows. I think because I started getting them waxed at a young age. But the shape of my eyebrows is like, it's kind of weird a little bit. It's 11:26. Oh my gosh. I said I was going to leave this freaking house at 11 o'clock. Yeah. Like, you see how that guy came in here talking about I abused him? Like, stop being weird. God. These men, like, they really think that us women, like, they think that we're their moms or something. Like, ugh. If you want women to, like, be your mommy, y'all need to give us more power. Because the only reason that women don't have more power is because they aren't as violent as men. Men are very violent. And personally, I'm not going to put myself in harm's way of a man. That's really the only reason why men have so much power in the world is because they violent, you know? And I think most women are like just avoiding men at this point because it's like, ain't nobody trying to fight with no man. Ain't nobody trying to fight no man. You know, we know that y'all are violent. And, you know, it's pointless. It's pointless to try to fight with a man. You might as well just stay away from him. My back feel kind of weird. Let's see. I'm going to put on a little bit of... I like this, but I don't know. Where my lipstick? I don't know about this. I feel like this looks like blood. Looks like I bit my lip. That guy said I hurt his feelings. Oh my God. Which is not funny. Definitely not laughing at him. But I'm like, what are you even talking about? I don't even know you. I only put it on the bottom. That's cute. Okay. Let's see what my hair is looking like. The edges are laid, honey, and slayed. Okay. Whew. I got my new body mist. Oh, it smells so good and fresh and green. This reminds me of like summer, fun, young. You know, I love it. But even like with me and my natural hair journey, like wearing your natural hair as a Black woman, a lot of people may not realize, but it can be nerve-wracking to wear your natural hair. Like a lot of people who know me and my real life, they know like I've worn wigs and braids and, you know, mostly wigs and braids, you know, not even like my real hair straight. So for me to like have this switch to like 100% wearing my natural hair, they may not understand it, because a lot of people will say, oh, you're a pretty girl, you can do whatever you want. But that, like, you know, you have to know how to style yourself. You know, you have to know how to style yourself to make yourself look how you want to look. And, you know, me and my natural hair, for me to be wearing my hair out all the time like I do now is definitely a journey. Like, it's definitely not something that I ever thought that I would be doing the way that I'm doing it now. You know, just so bold and brave, and always, to me, bold and brave. Maybe not to y'all, but to me, you know, to be wearing it like this. But yeah, like, you know, I just do my hair in an abstract way. I'll show y'all my hair. I just, you know, I do my hair in a very abstract way. And to me, as long as it's like, as long as it's neat, then I like it. And I feel like it's very neat. So I think I'm rambling now because I had a fun time with y'all, but I have something to do. I said I was going to try to leave my house by 11. It's 11:32, so I guess I'm gonna try to leave it by 12 now. But yeah, all right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this discussion. Tell me what you guys think about the you know what, before I go, the term carpet hair, I'm done with the term carpet hair, but I want to speak about the term bell pepper nose. I saw a guy say that Glorilla looked better with her bell pepper nose, and that was kind of like nagging to me. That was like a nagging comment, like you using something that's supposed to be as an insult and you trying to make it seem like it's a compliment. I don't like that. So yeah, you have freedom of speech to say whatever the fuck you want to say, but we also have the right to judge how we want to judge. And I feel like that's kind of like a nagging compliment. Like, you're using an insult as a compliment, but you know that it's gonna be perceived as a bad thing, but you trying to act benevolent because, oh, you like this, you know, this terrible thing. Nah. All right.